There's a couple of things I want to mention. One is that I think we really need to address the elitism accusations. We've got an opportunity to address being accused of elitist now, and the coronavirus has given us an opportunity. Because first and foremost, I don't think it's useful to separate ourselves and say we're artists and we serve the community. You know, we're artists and you can come and buy us or see us. Because what we saw during COVID, we all saw it, and some of us explored other art things ourselves, that actually everyone's hungry to be creative. Being human is to be creative. Melvin Bragg talks about it in his brilliant talk. He did a talk called Of Our Times, which was about cave painting, unpacking this fact that as humans, ever since we began, we've expressed ourselves and been creative. People were covering their windows with art, they were doing macrame and embroidery and everything. So I think a way of sort of addressing the accusations of elitism is saying this is all of us and all of you. This is an opportunity for all of us and all of you to be creative. That's what makes life beautiful and wholesome and hopeful, and this is what makes life good. And what we can do in the ecosystem of that is share our skills. You know, one of the things behind dole scroungers and we don't want universal income is this thing of some people who are just going to sit around eating Pop Tarts and watching Netflix. Well, that's up to them. If they want to do that, good luck to them, first of all. Secondly, let's think better of each other and let's encourage each other to think better of each other by sharing those stories. Actually, giving universal basic income, and there's loads and loads of examples of it. Sorry, I've got a really good example that I wrote down. Rutger Bregman, in his book Utopia for Realists, wrote about an experiment where 13 homeless people who it worked out had cost, by being homeless, had cost the state £30,000 a year, were given £3,000 each a year to live on. Most of them only spent 800 of that. One of them was a heroin dealer who became clean and did a gardening lessons for the first time, went back to his family as a result of it. So we need to communicate these stories. Universal basic income dignifies people, and we are all good people. We're all, we've seen all this. We're good, kind people that want to reach out and connect and be creative. So in order to sell the idea of universal basic income, we first have to sell the idea that people are good. The opposite of Nick Cave's song. He sings that people ain't no good, don't they? And I love Nick Cave, but I disagree there. I think people, they are good. And so
Yeah,
it's really important we communicate that, because I think if people go, oh, do you know what, most people are all right then, we'll let them all have basic income. We need to persuade people, first of all, that we are all right, that human beings are all right. It's
yeah.
the first thing we need to do.